Hello Doveriota kiddos. Today I am going to teach you how to juggle a beanbag. And we have these nice things at school that you've probably seen before called a juggle bug. It's just a kind of a square beanbag. They're really easy to catch. If you have a ball that doesn't bounce very well, and you could find two or three of them like a wiffle ball or even some kind of flattened tennis balls, that'll work pretty well. But try to find three things that work pretty well. If you're just learning, actually once you get started, an orange works really well, but you kind of wreck them. They'll be all full of orange juice by the time you're done practicing, because you're going to drop them a few times when you juggle. So beanbag is great if you've got them, or some flattened tennis balls, or kind of used up tennis balls, or things like that. But something that's kind of, when it hits your hand, it's easy to catch and doesn't bounce off very well. A bouncy ball would be not very good. When we talked about hanky juggling, we talked about having our palm down so we could toss this way, and then we can catch down like a tiger. The opposite is when you're juggling something like this that goes a little bit faster. So I think it's always easiest to start with hankies because they float nice and easy, or a garbage sack like a Walmart sack. So these would be the next more difficult thing after you start with something that kind of floats a little. So we're going to have our palms up with this, and some good things to remember are the same as hanky juggling. You want to keep your feet kind of in the same spot, and you don't want to use your head and follow the ball all around, or the beanbag all around, because you can only watch one thing at a time, and when you're juggling there's three things going on at a time. So it's good to keep your eyes and your head kind of forward, keep your feet still, and what really is the trick on this is tossing to the same spot. And so if I can get good at tossing across and having it kind of land in this area where I can find it really easily, that's how I'm going to be good. So again, 50 is our number that we use in PE for mastery. If you can get to 50 without dropping it, without moving your feet, you're probably ready to move on. So the tricks on this one is you're going to try to keep your elbows glued kind of by your sides. If you start chasing the ball up here, it gets a lot harder to see it, and you don't have as much time. So keeping your arms kind of down by where your belt would be is a good place for your toss across to go. And toss it about as high as you can reach. If you throw it way too high or too low, you're going to have a harder time catching it if it's high, and you're going to have not enough time if you toss it too low. So I kind of put my elbows to my side, get my fingers nice and wide, and I'm just tossing across and trying to catch with the other hand. Just a nice arch where I toss across. And I've been doing this for a while, so it looks like, oh, the first time I toss it, I'm going to catch it. Probably not. You're probably going to drop it a lot of times until you get good at it. So feel free on your first one to really kind of look for it and catch it, but try to see if you can get to a place where your elbows don't move that much. And if you're moving your elbows all over to catch it, you're probably not quite there ready to call that that you're getting to 50. You want to be able to get 50 where you aren't moving your head too much, and you're not moving your arms too much, and definitely not moving your feet. So if this is your way to get to 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're not really getting to 50. So like anything, if you practice it the right way, then it's going to be easier down the line. If you practice it the wrong way, it's going to be frustrating. So do it right. Put your elbows here, palms out, toss across about as high as you can reach, and when you can do it without having to look at it too much, you are ready to move on. Whoa, I almost dropped it. You are ready to move on to 2 and then to 3. So trying to get 50 in a row. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't make the video that long to make you go through all 50 with me, but try to get to 50 without moving those things I told you. When you get to 50, then go ahead and click on the next video. Good luck.